Welcome to Love Them Knives. On the road in Tulsa, Oklahoma, seeing my grandson, one and only grandchild. He's like a week and a half old, almost 2 weeks old now. So we got in the car and did about a 1,200-mile drive from Tucson, Arizona. Got the CJRB knives. I brought them with me because I thought I want to talk about them while I'm here. So here we are in the motel suite with the CJRB knives, and I'm just going to do a quick little overview. The 1901, okay? This is the 1901, 1902, 1903, 1904, 1905, right? The 1901, called the Talla, T-A-L-L-A, Talla, whatever. Okay, this has got a G10 scale and it's contoured. Deep carry pocket clip, right or left hand side, good size knife. Check it out. 1901. These are all in D2. CJRB, Artisan Cutlery, kind of like Civivi is to WE knives. This CJRB is to Artisan Cutlery. So these are going to be pretty inexpensive. I believe they told me that, MSRP will be around 50, but the actual, minimum advertised prices on these things are probably going to be more in the $35 range. So D2 bearings, that seems pretty damn competitive to me. And they're interesting knives. Let's do some quick calculations. This is the, like I said, Talla. Number 2 right here is the 1902. Okay? And this is the Bramble. This reminds me a lot of the Shark, doesn't it? From Artisan, okay? But it's called the Bramble. It's also in D2. It's a pretty good size knife as well. All right? But it's not contoured G10. They're flat. They've got a lot of traction on them. Right hand, left hand, deep carry clip. Look at the little area for your lanyard to roll through. Open design here, okay? I hadn't noticed that any of these are skeletonized, but they're probably at a price point. I mean, the liners are nice and smooth, and they're well done. They just didn't skeletonize them. Not sure really that they needed to, and I don't know how much benefit you get weight-wise necessarily. So that's the number 2, called the Bramble. This is the 1903, and guess what? There is no name for this yet. I haven't seen it named. So this is the 1903 in D2. This is kind of that laminate carbon fiber. They come in different colors, and you can see I've got green and I've got this kind of a gray, but it's a kind of a steel blue kind of gray. And this laminate carbon fiber, and probably other colors as well. Check them out online. They should be available any day now. This is right hand, left hand as well. Tip up carry. Nice big choil here. And I'm going to throw out as soon as I kind of introduce them, I'm going to throw my scale out here. We're going to weigh them and measure them at least so we can get that. This is called the Krag, C-R-A-G. It's a 1904. It's kind of a cleaver looking deal, isn't it? And big front choil there as well for choking up. Good size knife. No, it's not contoured G10. It's very grippy. Right, left hand, lanyard hole, open design. There's your standoffs. Okay. So they've got some interesting designs. And then Dylan Mallory at number 5 with the Centros, C-E-N-T-R-O-S. And this one is not a flipper. It's a flicker. And it's got thumb studs on it, ambidextrous thumb studs. Pretty good size knife. a little bit reminiscent of the Archeo or Archeo, but no, it's different. It's different enough. And there you go. It's got his design moniker, and I think I've already used it and probably needs to get wiped down. There you go, the 1905. So no, these are not contoured either. I'd say that the Tala is the only one of these 5 with contoured scales. Okay, and you know, then you have these different designs, so you choose. I tend to favor this one of all of them. I just really like the fact that as far as contact patch, you can tell because I've been using it, but contact patch, yes, it's right there. Piercing, slicing, not a problem. Sharp out of the box. I didn't bring any cutting paper along. I'll give you the link to CJRB Instagram site, and you can see there's the different colors, black and that kind of steel, gray, blue, the green, and then that laminate carbon fiber. See, that's not going to be contoured. You know, that's flat like that. But that's the Tala. Next, again off the Instagram, this is the Bramble, the 1902, right there. Next, the 1903 unnamed, which I mentioned there, but I just thought it'd be interesting. You see the different colors that are available. Okay, so it looks like the green, the black, the steel, gray, blue, and then the laminate. And of course, this is the Krag. And of course, the Centros. There you go with that. So, just for your amusement, I'm gonna take my measuring tape. Let's see how big these guys are, all in all. Well, this one, 3.5 inch, a little over 8 inches overall. So 20.5 centimeters and pretty much 90 millimeter blade. So that's pretty standard fare. It's not as, I thought it was a little bit bigger than that. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's bigger because that's not quite 3 3/4, but it's around 94 millimeter and probably a 3.65 inch blade and 8.5 overall, 21 centimeters. So this is a little bit bigger. That one being the Bramble. And of course, here we go, the famous no-named, as yet unnamed 1903. And this is 3.5, so 90, and 8.25 overall, so right at 21 centimeters. Just a tad bigger than the Tala, but almost the exact same size. They're all gonna, I think, run pretty close to each other. Here, we've got the Krag, and that is pushing to get to 3.5, but you know, it just depends on where you want to measure it. Down here, it's 3.5. Up here, it's under and around 90 millimeters, or you can argue 86, 87, depending where you want to measure it. And 8 1/8, 20.5 centimeters. All right, and then Dylan Mallory's Centros, and that's more like a 3.65 inch blade, 93, 94 millimeters, and it's over, you know, it's 8 3/8 overall, so coming up on 21.5, 20 or 21.5. It's over 21 centimeters. So this is probably the largest one, these two together, the Centros, and of course this is the Bramble. I'll probably do a review on the Centros first when I do individuals. And this one, not sure if this actually has bearings. It behaves differently than the others, and the others being flippers, they do have bearings. So this one, the Centros may be on washers. If I had to guess, that's what I'd guess. Let's do a weigh off. Let's start with the 1901 Tala. What do we got for grams? 138 grams. Let's try and roll through this ounce-wise. Okay, under 5 ounces, 4.87. Next, the Bramble, 3.81, but it's real thin and long. So yes, it's a lot like the Shark though, like I was saying. That's fairly light. 4 ounces even. That's the Centros. That's the 1905. 1903 no name, 4.7. And of course the Crag, which is the 1904, is 5.4. So this is definitely the heaviest one. And you can see, you got a lot of blade, you got a taller handle, all that kind of thing going on there. How about the width? So check it out. Let's start with the Tala first. Let's go 1901. Okay, 14.7 millimeters, 0.58. 0.53, okay, 13.5 millimeters, and that's the Bramble. There's the no name, 13.3 millimeters, which is 0.52. The Crag, 0.55, 13.8 millimeters, and the Centros, which is the 1905, 13.6 millimeters, 0.53, all pretty close there, all pretty close. So that gives you the rundown. I think this is probably on washers. The rest of these are on bearings. These are all liner lock flippers. This is a liner lock flicker. So different styles, different models. I'm sure we'll see more CJRB knives coming out in the future, but these 5 are out and available. Let me know what you think. I'm probably going to pick 1 or 2 of these. They're all in D2. I'll probably pick 2 of the 5, send them in for HRC testing, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much. That's my quick overview on the CJRB knives. Take care. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.